Teens not sleeping at night, a teen girl post-divorce from the family. Well, you already answered your question there, right? But that's a good example right there. Thoughts become things. Nothing physically happened to this young lady. Her diet may or may not be good. It didn't change that much. But she had a heavy emotional stress. And now she's not sleeping at night. All right.
Which is causing even more stress.
Sure it is. And it makes everything just worse. So how do you get around this stuff? You got to talk to her. That's where I'd start. Talk to her. Ask her what about it bothers her. What about it? And then look at things and try to relate to her and help her understand it a little bit. Right? Let her go through and see how, sometimes people change. Sometimes things are different. Sometimes there's a growth in there that they both don't grow the same way. Sometimes they grow apart instead of together. Right? It happens. That's the nature of us. Because, see, animals don't do this. You don't see dogs and cats, and they don't sit down and write books. They don't write poetry. They're not texting each other right now. My little crazy wiener dog's not sitting on the back of the couch right now going, guys, get up! There's a bird in the yard. Right? You just don't see that. And because we do that, we think on that level, then it's very easy for our thoughts to get misconstrued.
And
right?
when talking to her, don't try to fix it.
Right, exactly.
Don't try to fix it. Let her express what's going on.
Excellent advice.
Get it out.
Excellent advice. Yep.
If she wants some help in trying to fix it.
Yep. No,
don't immediately, just because it's brought up, go into.
And it's not easy. It's not easy because when you're a parent, right, you want to help your kids. You really want to help your kids, but you have to let them express their feelings. And you have to listen to them. And I've told many. I literally sat here on a phone consult the other day with a woman who's in her 40s, right? Mom and dad are in the room. Her parents are gifted healers. I mean gifted healers. And they're calling me up to talk to their daughter, right? Because when you're in the family, you're mom and dad. Right. Even though you're extremely gifted, you're still mom and dad. And so I literally told her, I said, look, you're going to need your parents' help because they can take you places you can't go on your own. But, and I made sure mom and dad heard this, I said, but mom and dad need to not be mom and dad in that situation. They need to listen. They need to hear what you have to say. They need to help guide you, but not from a parental standpoint where they want to influence it. They just want to let it evolve. And what you said is exactly it. If you can help your kids, guys,
that's a really hard thing to do. But
it's tough. It's really tough.
You
but
really have to.
You have to. Absolutely have to. You want to raise them still, and you want to help them. But when they have emotional stresses like that, in this case, watch what happens. Just sit her down and say, look, let's go through this. And if the husband or the other half that she's not living with currently can do the same thing, openly and objectively without throwing stones at the other partner, keep all their stuff out of the way, that young lady will be sleeping in a night. It'll be done and over with. It's easy.